So here's the warm-up. What is t minus 2? It's a set. Okay. So I guess we can go like this, no? What is here missing here? The set. You do at the bottom, you do at the top. Let's work backwards. What's here missing in here? T. All right, good. And so the 10 is missing both the set and the extra chair when I was talking about that. So we're gonna do t minus 2, t minus 2, and then we're gonna put that t and put that t. And now we can do what? Cross off the whole bottom because it's an equation, so I'm gonna just do that. So this is gonna be 75t. Distribute here, that's gonna be 75t. 75 times negative 2, negative 150. And here, I think you guys you're gonna understand that t goes with 10, so I'm thinking in my head 10t times t, yes? What is that? 10 is with t, no? So I'm thinking it's 10t, so 10t times t is what? 10t squared. And then we got what? 10t times negative 2? Negative 20t. So everything should move to the left or to the right? To the right. Why should? Because everything's to the right already. Just move this over almost. Only this one got to go to the right. So I'm going to minus 75t. So this cancels out. So anyways, that cancels out. This cancels out. And what should be in the front? 10t squared. 10t squared. Some people prefer to factor out a 10, which you could do that. It's already set equal to 0. I'm just going to divide everything by 10. So 0 divided by 10 is 0. 10 divided by 10, t squared. Then what? 2t. Minus what? 2t? Then what? 150 divided by 10 is what? Negative 15. So we got 0 is equal to this. So we can do this quickly. T and T. So what are the numbers? What are the numbers? It's negative 5 and positive 3. Yes? So t equals what? 5 and t equals negative 3. So when you plug it in and make sure that when you go back to the original equation that it makes nothing, no 0 at the bottom. So if you plug in 5 minus 2 is 3, that's fine, The negative 3, no, there's not going to create a 0 at the bottom. So both are answers. Both are correct. All right, so here's the last lesson before we take the chapter exam, chapter 7. So, rational word problems. Go ahead and write that down. We're going to do 5 of these problems. So problem number 1. Anne and Maria play tennis almost every weekend. So far, Anne has won 12 out of the 20 matches they played. How many matches will Anne have to win in a row to improve her winning percentage to 75%? Good question. You can kind of do this by trial and error, but we can get this answer much faster if we can apply some of the ideas and skills we got from this chapter. All right, so I'm gonna show you the setup that will work for most of these problems that we're gonna do, and this is how it goes. And hopefully you got a calculator, because you're going to need a calculator the whole time we're doing this lesson. We can figure out her winning percentage right now. So the way we're going to calculate, you have to calculate that, is that what over what? What would be what over what? The number of games that she what? Over the total number of games. So now we can think about the total number of games she won. So it's going to be what? 12 over 20. And you can do this percentage. Who can tell me what the percent is? What is her percentage winning, her winning percentage so far? 60%. I don't know, like, let me tell you what, one way I do this, and I'm looking at it, is that if I multiply the bottom by 5, and I multiply the top by 5, what's the bottom? What's 20 times 5? 100, and then 12 times 5 is what? So this is exactly the definition of percent. 60 per 100, 60%. So her winning percentage, okay, so let me erase this, and I'll just tell you that her winning percentage right now is 12 out of 20, which is 60%. But we want it to go up. So we want the percentage to go to what? What is it that we want? 75%. So this is 75%. But can we rewrite it in fraction form? What's 70? Isn't that 75 over per 100? 75 per 100? Can you reduce 75 over 100? Is it 3/4? Yes? Divide by 25 top and bottom. So 75% is 3/4. Let me go ahead and do 3/4. Okay, now, so here's how we connect so far to what we want. Let's go ahead and make a fraction line. So far, just bring this so far, bring it over. 12 over 20. Now we're going to go ahead and say that at the bottom, this is total games. And we're saying that the top is how many she has won. But the thing is, she says that she wants to win the next games in a row, win them all. So however many games plus X is however many more games she plays, she better what? Also what? Win them. So if she plays one more, she better win that one more. 2. So the bottom and the top are the same numbers, because it has to be 20 plus whatever many, and it's many, and there's the setup. So this is what's brand new. Everything else you should know if you did the homework. Cross multiply it. Let's go. You should know how to do this quickly. because that was part of the homework. And just because I want to be done with this, I'll do it. Cross multiply. I gotta get. Let's go like this. I'm gonna go like that. So it's gonna be 3 times, and I'll go step by step. 3 times 20 plus x, and then we'll do the other way. We're gonna go. This one is gonna be 4. Let me put the 4 first. Then we put the 12 plus x. And we distribute. I'm going step by step with this. So then we're gonna get what's that? 3 times 20 is what? 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times x, 3x. This other one is gonna be what? 4 times 12 is what? 48. And then we got what? 4x. Okay. So what should we do now? Move the what? 3x over to the right. So I'm gonna do what? Minus 3x. Minus 3x. I'm gonna do this quick. Okay, and I'm gonna already move this over this way. Minus 48. Minus 48.
12.
So the answer is gonna be x equals 12. Now, so I get questions on when am I ever gonna use this math? Well, we're using it right here. That's real life situation. Now look, what I'm saying is that if we add to the 12 over 20, 12 over 20, and we add the numbers 12 to the top and the bottom, what is 12 plus 12 equal to? 24. And at the bottom, what's 20 plus 12? 32. Get a calculator and go 24 divided by 32. Get a calculator. What's 24 divided by 32 on your calculator? 0.75, which turns into 75%. All right, let's go. Number 2. Copy it down. So it also works almost just the same with chemistry. I don't know if you guys have taken chemistry or are taking chemistry, but in chemistry class they would ask you about mixing solutions to create new solutions. So problem number 2, you have 10 liters of a juice blend that is 60% pure juice. How many liters of pure juice you need to be added in order to make a blend that is 75% pure juice? Well, this is exactly as the other one, except it's about juice and not about tennis games. And you solve this problem just the same. So far, and what is it that we want? Okay, so the other one is the fraction was how many games was won over the total. What is this fraction going to be about? What's this total amount of juice at the bottom over what goes on top? You say pure juice? So pure juice over the total amount of juice. So what is the total amount of juice so far?
10 liters.
10 liters? Now, what goes on top? How much of the 10 liters is pure juice?
60%.
60%. What is 60% of 10? All right. So now this was a high school exit exam. They took it away about 7 years ago. I don't know when, for whatever reason. But I remember that this was a very big thing. They would ask, what is 60%? 60% of 60% of 10. And that was a high school exit exam. You needed to know that. And what's funny is that since we took it away, a lot of people don't know how to do this. They should have just kept the high school exit exam. Anyways, 60% is the same as 0.6. Just get rid of that percent and move that decimal back. 0.6. Then multiply it. Of means multiply. Get a calculator if you don't know what 0.6 times 10 is. And you should already know it's 6. You should have been, that's 1 with 6. Okay, so now let's go back to what we want. What is it that we want? 75%. We want a solution that is what? 75%? Which is what in fraction? 3/4. Move this over. Move it over. 6 over 10. What are we going to add? What are we adding? We're going to add what? Pure juice, yes? Yes? So whatever amount of pure juice we add is, because the total amount that we add, it is pure juice, yes or no? The bottom is the same as the top, yes? Cross multiply and get an answer, let's go. I'm going to do this quickly. I'm not going to go, I'm just going to go quickly like this. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times x is 3x. Four times 6 is 24. 4 times x is 4x. What are we going to do? What's the next step? Come on, anybody? Minus 3x. Minus 3x. I'm going to minus 24. Minus 24. Cancel, cancel. This is x. X equals what? 6 what? 6 liters. Number 3. All right, here's number 3. How much of a 30% acid solution must you add to 4 liters of a 10% acid solution to create a mixture that is 22% acid? So this one's talking about acid. We already have, what is it that we have? Let's see, you guys are copying it down. So what is it that we have so far, the total? No. What goes at the bottom here? No, so far we have something. What is it that we have? Look. We have something here. You're going to add something to it. So what is it that you already have? You have 4 liters of a 30% of a 10% acid solution. And you're going to add some amount of a 30%. So what you have is this. You're going to add something there. So what we have so far is 4 liters. And now what's 10% of 4? 4 that is pure acid. What's 10% of 4? 10% is what? Is that 0.1? So what's 0.1 times 4? That's what we're doing. What is it? Get a calculator. You guys all got calculators. I don't have one. What is it? What's 0.1 times 4? Isn't it 0.4? Is that what you said? 0.4? 0.4? So will you bring this over again? What is it that we want? 22%, which I can't do. Let's put it as 22 over 100. And so bring that over 0.44. All right. So we're going to add this right here. We're going to add this right here. We're going to add an X amount of it. But it is not pure acid. So we want to know what would be that is pure acid. It would be what? How do I write that down up here? What's 30% in decimal again? 0.3 what? So we're going to put plus 0.3 what? X. Let's cross multiply it and get the answer again. Let's go like this. 22 times 4. 22 times 4 is 88. Plus 22x. And let's go the other way. So that's going to be 100 times 0.4. What is that? 40? 100 times 0.3. Is that 30? We want to move that 22 over. So we're going to do what? Minus. And we're going to minus 40. 88 minus 40 is 48 equals what? Huh? 8x divided by 8. X equals 6 liters. Is this liters? All right, number 4, we're almost done. Let's go to number 4. How much of a 30% acid solution must you add to an 18% acid solution to get 300 liters of a solution that is 21% acid? So far, how much do you have? What we do know, we don't, how much of a 30% must you have to get this? We don't have anything. What we have is we have some solutions here that we're going to mix to get this. So we got to go straight to over here, and we want, what is the thing we want to get here? We want to get what? 300 liters, no? That is what? 21%? So that's what we want to get. So we don't have anything. We're going to create here this. So we're going to have how much of a 30%? This is 30%. And X amount. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Look. Let's say it's an X amount of this 30% is going to go in here. Okay? And then, so now, how much of an 18%? This is 18%. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do it this way. So I don't have an X and a Y. I don't want to have an X and a Y. Let's have a question mark here. I'm going to just incorporate a question mark. So would you agree this to this, everybody? Would you agree that this is true? Would you agree before we do anything here? X plus question mark, hey, X amount plus this amount question mark is equal to 300? Yes or no? Yes? Whatever this amount is added to this amount makes a 300, yes? Yes? So what I'm going to do is I want to solve for this question mark in terms of this. So how can I get the question mark by itself? How can I get the question mark by itself? Don't I need to get rid of this? So the question mark is going to be 300 minus X. Pretty much like that, okay? So we know that this question mark is 300 minus X. Okay, now let's go to over here. What is it that we want? 21%. Let me go 21 over 100. We follow through with this. All right, here, let's go. We want 21 over 100. So now, let's work with this one first, okay? Let's work with this one, and then this is the second one. Let's go with an X amount here with this one. And 30% of it is pure acid. So this is going to be 0.3x. And we're going to add, what is it that we're going to add? We're going to add what? This question mark, yes? But what is that question mark? Yes or no? So we're going to add that 300 minus x. And so we're going to go to the top, and we're going to go 18% of this, which we're going to put what? Plus 0.18 of this question mark, which is 300 minus x. All right. 208. Again? Okay. So what are we gonna do? Okay, what can we do here? Okay, yes, we're gonna distribute. Can we cancel x minus x here? Let me erase this. So x minus x, they're the same. We're gonna cancel those out. Cancel this, cancel that. We're gonna distribute this. So this is gonna be 0.3x and 0.18. Get a calculator. What's 0.18 times 300? 54. 54. And 0.18 times that is a negative 0.18 x over 300 is equal to 21 over 100. Can we combine like terms here? What is 0.3x minus 0.18x? What is 30 cents take away 18 cents?
12 cents.
12 cents? So it's 0.12x plus 54 over 300 is equal to 21 over 100. We cross multiply. So what is 21 times 300? Get a calculator. 21 times 300. 600, 300, 6,300? I'll do it here, and then what is this? What's 0.12 times 100? Is that 12? No, yeah?
Yeah, that's 12.
12 what? 12x? And what is 100 times 54? Is that 5,400? What now? What do we do now? Minus what? 5,400? What's 6,300 minus 5,400? 900? So 900 equals 12x. So what now? Divided by 12? What is, get a calculator, what is it? What's 900 divided by 12? 75. 75 is x. And what did we say x was? X was the 30%, no? So we're going to need what? 75 liters of the 30%, and how much of the 18%? Come on. What's the total amount? What is the total? 300. If we already used 75 for this one, what's the leftover? 225. 225. So 225 of the 18%. So So 75 liters of this 30%, and then 225 of the 18%. All right. Last problem for this chapter. All right, here we go. Last problem. Working together, it takes Abel, Ray, and Jose 2 hours to paint one room. When Abel works alone, he can paint one room in 6 hours. When Ray works alone, he can paint one room in 4 hours. How long would it take Jose to paint one room on his own based on this information? So this one, we're going to do it differently than the four previous ones. So together they can do what? Paint one room. So we're gonna go one room, 2 hours it takes them. And now we're gonna break that down into these fractions of them individually painting a room. How long does it take able to paint one room? 6 hours. Ray? 1 room, 4 hours. And Jose is gonna be what they're asking us to do. Figure out how long does it take Jose to paint one room. I hope that this is pretty easy to you, because you know what we have to do. We have to find a common denominator. So what is the least common multiple that 6, 4, and 2 go into? What's that magic number? What? 12. 12. 12 is the least common multiple. So 6 times what is 12? 4 times what is 12? And this one is the whole 12. We got to put that 12 here. And 2 times what is 12? Do we have a common denominator? No. What do these other ones are missing? X. So this one is an X, this is an X, this is an X, X, this is an X. Now do we have a common denominator? Do we have a common denominator? Yes or no? Huh? Isn't this 12x? Isn't that 12x? 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 Yes? So what are we going to do? Because it's an equation, I'm going to do this. 2 times 1 is 2, 2x. 3 times 1 is 3, 3x. 12 times 1 is 12 equals 6x. 2x and 3x is 5x plus 12 equal to 6x minus 5x, and x equals what? 12 what? So we have found Jose to be the lazy guy. He just wants to get paid just the same and not do a lot of work. Or something wrong. So there's that. And we got x equal to 12. Read this out loud.
If you're not willing to learn, no, if you're not determined to learn, no, it's not.
All right, we're done. Homework.